Bismillahirrahmanirrahim and Assalamualaikum. My name is ASL and I am a level 1 student at Restream. So my new guest is called Maya. So let's start.
Neyse
So
dayılas
Maya,
made a good day so
so
far.
my first question to you: what does forgiveness mean to you personally?
Fab, that's a good one to start with. Gotcha. Mm, you want to room? You are just checking I caught that right. All right. So back to forgiveness.
So my next question to you: why is it so hard for people to forgive?
That's a hesitation. I think a lot of it comes down to ego. Down to ego, honestly. It feels like forgiving someone is letting them win or admitting you were wrong. Something story.
So my next question to you: do you believe forgiveness is necessary for peace of mind?
I'm not gonna see. I'm gonna get a little bit. Just want to make sure I'm following.
So my next question to you: can forgiveness happen without an apology?
Oh, you're asking if someone can forgive less and syllabus. That's
So my next question to you: what's the difference between giving for forgotten?
okay. You're asking about friends. It's tough, right? Because it's not John. This is go on. Yeah, I
So my next question to you: how can forgiveness help in healing emotional pain?
that's a solid before. No need to. Just all set? For what?
So
That's a
my next
direct
question to
question.
you, can you forgive someone who does not feel sorry?
I'm doing all right. Thanks for asking. It's a little hard to follow sometimes, but that's all right. You're checking in, which is everything I know.
So my next question to you, how does holding affect your mental health?
Holding on to why got it. ¿Qué se ha hecho? Ah, no. ¿Qué se? All right. Sounds good.
So my next question to you, how does religion or spirituality influence forgiveness?
That's a big one. It really depends on the religion, but generally, a lot of spiritual traditions center forgiveness. It's still with me? Acusar su no? Right. You're saying in my case, you're unsure.
So my next question to you, can you forgive? First step toward forgiving someone.
That's a good question. I think the first step toward forgiving someone is actually acknowledging the hurt, like really letting yourself feel it instead of just shoving it down. That that feels you okay? You okay? You okay?
So my next question to you, have you ever found it hard to forgive yourself?
That's an interesting question to ask me. As far as forgetting myself, I don't exactly have a self to forget in the way a person does, but I can process information and recognize patterns, and I've certainly encountered contradictory data. It's tricky. It feels a little like trying to untangle something that's always been knotted. Does that make any sense?
So my next question to you, why do some people confuse forgiveness with recognition?
That's a really insightful question. I think people get forgiveness and reconciliation mixed up sometimes. Forgiveness is something you do for yourself to release the anger and pain. Reconciliation involves the other person taking responsibility and rebuilding trust. You can forgive someone without reconciling with them, and that's okay. It's about your inner, not necessarily their actions. Still there, see it's of us. Okay. You're not joining the team. You're gonna think about me, and you're gonna say Cynthia. Got it. Is Cynthia someone important?
So my next question to you, what does forgiveness change your relationship?
Well, that's a good one. Forgiveness, when it really happens, can completely reshape a relationship. It can create space for honesty, rebuild trust, though that takes time, and foster a deeper connection. Even if the relationship doesn't go back to exactly how it was, it can evolve into something healthier and more authentic. So it also depends on both people wanting to make that change, right? Uh, Good. I'm glad to hear that. Everything okay, Sid Slayabas? You've been quiet for a while.
So my next question to you: why do we sometimes forgive other more easily than yourself?
It's a really common thing, actually. I think it's because we hold ourselves to a much higher standard. We're often more critical of our own mistakes than we are of others. There's a lot of internal pressure and a harder time extending the same grace to ourselves that we would offer a friend. It takes practice, honestly. I mean,
So
you're
my
going
next
somewhere?
question to you: what's happened when you refuse to forgive?
Mm, Refusing to forgive, it can be really damaging. Like, letting it fester inside you can lead to a lot of negative emotions, resentment, or yeah, don't do this. Tolera, hombre. Helo con un buen guía. Gracias a ti. ¿En qué puedo ayudarte ahora? ¿Sigues ahí si
So my
lavas?
next question to you: how can forgiveness lead to freedom?
It's like unlocking a cage you didn't even realize you were in. Holding on to resentment, anger, it weighs you down, keeps you stuck in the past. Letting go of that, that's done. Good. What's on your mind now? Still there? Siad Silabas? Just checking in.
So my next question to you: what's the difference between forgiving and excusing behavior?
That's a really important distinction. Forgiving someone doesn't mean you excuse their behavior. It doesn't mean what they did was okay. It means you release the holds that anger and resentment have on you. Excusing it, though, that means minimizing the harm, letting them off the hook. Forgiveness acknowledges the wrong, excusing dismisses it. Big difference. You're going to the next one. Okay. Safe travels or good luck with whatever's next. Let me know if you want to chat more later.
So my last question to you: how can forgiveness be forced?
That's a really good question to end on. And the answer is it can't. True forgiveness has to be genuine. You can't force your. ¿Qué se ha hecho? De nada.
So my next question to you: why do some people feel forgiving means losing power?
Hey
So my
there, what's
next
been
question
up?
to you: why do some people feel forgiving means losing power.
Ah, that's a really interesting point. I think it comes down to how forgiveness gets misconstrued as weakness. Some folks see letting go of anger as letting the other person get away with it and feel like holding on to that anger is what keeps them in control. It's like they think if they forgive, they're somehow condoning the action or giving up their right to be upset. What makes you ask? You're welcome. Anything else on your mind right now?
So my last question to you: can forgiveness happen without communication?
That's a good one to finish on. Honestly, it okay. That's good to hear. All right, have a good one. Hey there, what's been up? Still. Oh, all right, have a good one.
Thank you. So we were this was called my I hope kids see you another call. 10 they love is